A few years ago, on the first channel in the program Truth, somewhere nearby, a story was shown about the cylinders of Pharaoh and the wands of Horus, which caused bewilderment, and about which I am still being asked about one way or another to this day. Seeing that story, I was in some confusion, disbelief that this is possible. You will find links to this masterpiece below, and now my comment. Many years ago, when Vladimir Kovtun had the first publications about Pharaoh's cylinders, I gave him, through his companion Sergey Gorbunov, several parts of my book Wands of Horus, which I was preparing for publication. Why? I was confused by some of Vladimir Kovtun's ideas, which could completely discredit the topic that my book was devoted to. And you will understand why. I'll give you an excerpt. The copper cylinder is placed in the interdigital fold. Place the zinc cylinder perpendicular for 10 minutes in the following sequence. On the pubic bone, on the forehead above the eyebrows. Never put a cylinder on a topic. Breathe rhythmically, holding the left nostril with the finger of the left hand, and exhaling through the right nostril, and so on. Can you imagine a pharaoh with wands in the space between the buttocks? Of course, I could not remain indifferent to such a free and unexpected interpretation of ancient technology. I gave Vladimir Kovtun the materials of my research and allowed him not to refer to me. The main thing is that the topic does not suffer, becoming a laughingstock and causing confusion. Kovtun naturally took advantage of my offer. I did not expect gratitude from them. I was worried about the frequency of the topic, but I did not expect that Vladimir Kovtun would go for outright forgery to promote Pharaoh's cylinders. Let's return to the plot in the program. The truth is somewhere nearby. Not only that, in their completely falsified plot, there are questions that no one asked me. All my strange answers are editing. In order to compromise the wands of the mountain and me personally in the eyes of people, Vladimir Kovtun went to outright forgery and fraud. Instead of rods with 12-sided crystals, native and meteoritic iron, which are discussed in the plot, a rod with fine-grained quartz is inserted and sawed into the vise. A typical sign is clearly visible on the end, the Egyptian cartouche star. As often happens with stupid and envious people, Vladimir Kovtun and his accomplices did not think to turn the rod over with the other side, so that the standard sign of the rod was not visible. This is a puncture. For many years, I didn't react to this video, not wanting to touch and synchronize with this dirt. But I saw bewilderment in the eyes of people who did not understand what was happening and why I was silent. And there was the usual forgery. We did it because there were no other arguments. Such is the kaftan, such is its essence and mythology. When there is no knowledge, and it is necessary to sell Pharaoh's cylinders, any techniques are used. This false video is a tool of unfair competition on the part of Kovtun and his colleagues in the shop. This is the meaning and reason for the appearance of the video, which I was asked to comment on. The cylinders of the Pharaoh Vladimir Kovtun, the wands of the Egyptians Sergey, Svetlana Gorbunov, and the wands of Mikhail Eliseev are fakes that copy the patent formulas of the wands of Horus. I sincerely feel sorry for Vladimir Kovtun and his accomplices who could not rise above their ego. Instead of offering the world their worthy scientific argumentation, Vladimir Kovtun and their own went to outright falsification and forgery.